What is this? What the fuck? They want to decolonize these problematic games. What? What is going on? Can we just have one day where, like, we don't have just absolutely mentally insane takes?
Hey, what's up, guys? Up here.
Hello,
so I'm sure
Rev.
everyone watching this video already knows one of the biggest problems plaguing the video game industry currently, and that is themes of colonialism in your favorite cozy games.
So farming and making cute houses, colonialism. Got it.
Yes, this is what happens when members of the gaming industry have too much time on their hands, and they start creating problems that can only be described as first world problems.
This is a very white woman problem. When there's nothing wrong in your vicinity, you have to start creating problems in order to feel good about yourself.
One of the examples of something we're talking about today, a panel about decolonizing cozy games. Now, this was shared by Master of the TDS. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description, but he shared an absolute doozy with us today, and this all comes from a recent expo called Game Devs of Color Expo, which
Martin Luther King is rolling in his grave right now.
Just wrapped up 2 days ago, and during this,
you tell
there's a lot
him,
of different
this is
panels
real, he would say
talking
no.
about different things. Here's one other example. A panel about avoiding the yikes. A guide.
God. Millennials are the biggest damage to society and its culture. Fucking yikes. Avoiding the yikes. Avoiding the ick. I am very uncomfy right now. Why do millennials use this fucking language? I fucking hate it.
To working with sensitivity consultants. So it's very odd to see someone make their entire career about fighting a problem they describe as a yikes. Like, it sounds kind of goofy when you label what you think is so important as a yikes. But you can see...
I hate this so much.
This is like the average consultancy group right here. You can see all the pronouns, everything from they to even they. How fun. And, well...
I thought for the longest time, Zaya was like a meme pronoun that people did to like piss off people that use pronouns. But then I found out that Z, Zer, Zem, that's like actually a thing now. Yeah, I genuinely thought it was like a joke pronoun to piss people off.
See, this is the description here. Do you have a great idea, but you're worried you might be getting something wrong or exaggerating in stereotypes? Maybe you want to create a diverse world, but need advice on how to do it. Are your characters from different backgrounds and have different experiences than people working on your project? Where have you heard that one before?
Oh my god, we have to have the exact lived experience in order to write stories of people. When will the line be drawn? You know what's gonna happen at a certain point? If they get their way, which I kind of doubt with how pissed people are at this point, I think what's gonna happen is that they would, sorry, this is what would happen if they had their way. They would shift the goalposts and say, well, that's not a good enough lived experience. You need to actually have a proper lived experience, and here's the criteria. I've seen it happen before. I've had black friends that have parents or like relatives that's told them like, oh, well, you know, you're not really black because, you know, your mom's white, or your dad's black and your mom's white, but you lived mostly with your mom, so therefore you're not black enough. I've seen it happen firsthand in like my actual real life when I was growing up. It's like an actual thing. So people like this will take an inch. You give them an inch, they take a mile kind of thing.
In this panel, our group of sensitivity and cultural consulting experts...
And this is not just exclusively with black people. This happens with other people who are mixed race.
...addresses when, how, and who to engage for consulting to level up your game and the benefits they can bring. They answer common questions and describe common pitfalls when hiring or not hiring for sensitivity consulting. Sweet Baby Inc. wasn't just a company, it is an idea. that is still spread throughout a lot of the industry. If you think they are gone, absolutely not. We're even going to see some Sweet Baby Inc. employees in this video today. Now, of course,
I thought Sweet Baby Inc. got they're done. I guess they just kind of hid like cockroaches for a bit, for at least a couple of months, and then they resurfaced when they could smell some food again. That's what cockroaches do. They sniff it out.
Which was shared earlier, is the decolonizing cozy games, and this is a Sweet Baby Inc. employee right here in charge of it, saying what's so cozy about doing chores when you're at the center of the universe.
Hold on. If you're doing chores, you're doing things that slaves would do for free. Therefore, these games are promoting ideas of slavery, and they're making you pay for it. Boom. I just, boom.
We'll delve into cozy games and how they uphold values of colonialism in their mechanics and narrative.
I should work for
More
Sweet
than
Baby.
just being about vibes,
I would be really good at
games project an idea of what is safe and rewarding for players and often promote values of capitalism by rewarding individualism and consumption. Yeah, unfortunately, it appears...
But you're making video games. That's literally one of the highest forms of capitalism. You're making people pay exorbitant amounts of money for entertainment. That literally is fucking capitalism.
That when you're world building or building a civilization, these things might pop up. There might be some financial winners and losers, and it's very ironic to see people complain about themes of capitalism in a video game, in a genre of video games, that only exist because of capitalism.
Yeah!
That is the funniest thing. And same with the consultancy groups. They only exist because of capitalism. This is a very, very interesting...
video games don't have inherent value.
Approach here, but they're going to give us plenty of examples of what makes a game showing off these colonial aspects, if you will.
Colonial aspects.
And some of them are
I'm
absolutely
taking crazy pills,
In fact, they would make games like Stardew Valley problematic. Stardew Valley, one of the pillars of cozy games, right?
Let me guess. Because the guy that made it is one guy and he's white, he should be hiring more people of color because that's not good enough, even though he made the game pretty much all by himself with very minimal help with anyone else. Because that's what he wanted to do. But that's bad. He should have hired people of color to help him make a wonderful game and make it less racist and decolonize it.
I'm pretty sure it was made by one person.
I'm pretty good at this.
And 10 years after release, it's still sitting at a casual 63,000 in-game players on a random Sunday afternoon. But this game is problematic. Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually colonizer themed. You know why?
Whoa,
because it has weather patterns. Yes, if your cozy game has weather patterns, you might be promoting colonialism. Did you know that? Did you know that colonizers control the weather?
Dude, you sound like a crazy uncle on Facebook. They have machines, Batman. They have weather machines. They control the weather.
Yeah, I'm not joking, but Master of the TDS would share some of the related information from this talk or presentation, however you want to describe it, and they give examples
the Jewish space
of colonialism
lasers, that's right.
in cozy games. First,
colonialism in cozy games where so many white people, the outside individual who saves the day. Oh my god, we can't even have heroes anymore. We can't have heroes because inherently being a hero, even if you're a character of color or a person of color, it means that because you're saving the day, it means you're doing the same thing that white man does in the real world. They just that's colonialism.
Stop.
Yeah.
So many white people. Yeah, boo. We don't want.
And it's crazy to me that they're saying nuclear family, 2-gen family, when in Stardew Valley you can have like gay relationships. I've played Stardew Valley. I don't have a million hours on it, but I know what I'm talking about.
See white people in these games,
white people fault. Yeah,
that would be totally racist.
I'm sorry.
To not exclude a group of people from existing in a video game genre. But yeah, we're not off to a very good start.
What is wrong
But it's probably
with
not too
you?
surprising to see this, especially from a Sweet Baby Inc. employee. Here's another one saying, the outside individual who saves the day. I'm not really sure which way they're kind of going with this. I'm assuming maybe they're saying that...
I love the last one. Straight up racism. Oh my god! They're just saying slurs in my video game! I'd say that people of color are second-class citizens. They just straight up say it. Trust me, you guys. How do people take this seriously? Do they just not play the video games?
Like,
and just take it at face value?
Outside person comes in and saves the simple civilization or helps build it or something, and that's somehow offensive. But the next one is very ironic for cozy games. It's colonialism if the land is there for the taking. I'm pretty sure, like, you could play Animal Crossing, and this would be an issue for them because you'd be, like, doing player housing or building things or taking from the land. Like, how else would you have any of these games function at all? What are you going to do, just sit on the grass?
Tim and Mr. Nook, he's a disgusting landlord, and he forces you to pay him for expanding your home. Yeah, think about it. It's capitalist scum.
Not move? Oh, wait, that might be a problem.
Why do we pay him?
You're claiming up space in the grass. Oh, the land's there for the taking now, but you can see how this could apply to pretty much every single cozy-type game out there. But the next one says, corn and wheats make number go up.
Selling product make number go up because you're in a farm. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. This is... If you replaced any word, like any product, and would make number go up, do you think they'd still get upset? Yeah, agriculture's bad. You gotta be selling...
Not even...
I don't know, underwater basket weaving courses, I guess.
Stretch Armstrong
the only thing I could think of that's non-colonizing.
Like that. But the next one lists the nuclear family. So having a
What did I say? They fucking hate families, man.
Traditional family structure in the
What
game
the hell?
is a sign of colonialism. Now we saw this with, I believe it was Soul Ash 2, where the developer was getting canceled because he had a lineage system in the game. And you would have to have heterosexual couples to produce offspring.
Oh my
and
god.
And people consider that homophobic. And he basically said, if you don't like that, this game's not for you, but this is just how I want this game to function because it just makes sense for the purpose of what I'm doing in this game, and it would mess up a lot of the systems in the game, would make things more complicated. So appeasing to one person who probably wasn't going to buy the game anyways, who's making these concerns, not the best choice for the developer. And they got somewhat canceled for it. But we're seeing this pop up again. And here's another a bulleted list here saying monochronic structures for...
I gotta look this up. What is monochronic structures? Monochronic structures. What? It's bringing up science for me. It's bringing up the fucking concept of time for me. What does this even mean? Oh my god, wait, I understand. How it impacts society. Workplace meetings start and end on time, following a set agenda to maximize productivity. Time is a commodity. Time is money. Oh my god, so they think like a 9 to 5 is like... Yes, time is racist. Yes, having a work day and being on time and punctuality is racist. I remember we covered this a long time ago. Do you guys remember the article that I looked up? It was a real article made by like a professor or a teacher, and it was like it's inherently racist to be punctual because white people are always on time and black people don't like being on time or something. And I'm like, I've met black people, they are on time. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you being racist to your own people? Why are you like this? Like, what the fuck do you mean? It's racist to be on time. Hiking is racist? Yeah, apparently. Or, like, anything can be racist if you put your mind to it.
4 seasons and the Gregorian calendar.
Yeah.
4 seasons. So having weather cycles.
The Gregorian calendar is recent. How long have we had the Gregorian calendar? 438 years since 1582.
Now, problematic. So if you're excited about the
Okay.
changing of the seasons in your cozy game, you're enjoying that shift from the fall to the winter,
Yeah.
you are engaging in colonialism. You didn't even know it until now, so you're
I didn't
welcome.
know that, chat.
Here's-
Chat, I'm gonna start waking up and doing streams whenever I want. Day, night, evening. I'm only gonna stream for like an hour, and then I'm just gonna log off, and then I'm gonna come back, and then it's gonna make you annoyed because I'm not gonna have a schedule. Because you know what? You telling me that I need to have a schedule, that's racist. You hear that? You tell me what to do? Racist.
There's another one saying conveniently ancient civilizations. I don't know, again, which way they're going with this. Like,
What?
is it trying to say that the portrayal of these ancient civilizations is offensive, or the values of the ancient civilizations are
What?
offensive, and people just want to be able to engage with that in the game? I don't know. But the next one says spirituality. It's silly. Now, I don't think they're talking about religion. I think they're talking about, like, New Age spirituality or something like that. So, I don't know about that one. But then the last one, straight up racism. You know, of course, because there's straight up racism in a lot of cozy
racism
games.
everywhere,
Yeah,
you're
there might be
right.
some, like,
Yes.
way
Yes.
off-brand, small, indie dev, one-man created cozy game that has something like that going on.
Yes.
But we're not talking about anything that has a significant...
I want to find the game on Steam that has unironic slavery in it that's not like historically contexted. Find me that. You gotta find me that. Because the only one that I can think of is like maybe Red Dead Redemption. But even then, I'm pretty sure it's set post-slavery, but it's still segregated, obviously. Because it was set in like the 1800s.
Following or
That's the only
level
one
of
I can
support.
think of.
I just think we're
Like,
again
directly.
we're doing some reaching here.
That deals
but
with racism.
let's move on to some lists of games that are successful, and I find one of them to be very interesting. So games to check out if you want something that is a cozy game that is not adhering to these acts of colonialism, these themes of colonialism in the game. One of them listed is Tales of the Shire, which of course...
Oh, the Hobbit game that sucked balls. Baldy McBalderson freaking played that on stream. Everybody played it and said it sucked ass.
has a connection to Sweet Baby. How convenient this would be listed off
Sponsoring your own
as
games.
a good example of a cozy game. And
That's
Tales of the
crazy.
Shire is, of course, supposed to be a cozy game based on the Lord of the Rings IP. It's one that was announced quite some time ago, and it was met with a lot of criticism because a lot of people are looking at the Weta Workshop, one of the devs behind it, and they had a lot of DEI related stuff on their website. I actually looked back, and it seems like they got rid of a lot of it. So maybe they're kind of getting self-aware where, you know, the first thing they were saying to you is like, hey, our greatest strength is our diversity. And then people are like, well, how is that going to make a good game with hobbits? You know what I mean? And people also
You can make good cozy games. Stardew Valley is a fact of that. You failed making a cozy game. It's not because of DEI specifically. It's because you fucking hired people that don't fucking give a fuck about making a good game. And you just hired them because, oh, well, you know, you're a woman or you're a person of color. Yeah, you're in. Don't worry. You have zero experience. You know how to consult about racism. Do you actually know how to make a game and make it fun? No, we don't give a shit. We don't give a shit.
started looking at some of the
That's why the
preview
game
clips,
sucks.
and it's, you know,
It's not fun.
it just kind of adds up. Now, of course, this is a game that wasn't supposed to like reinvent the wheel. It's supposed to be like a cozy game where you're just going around as a hobbit, having fun, making homes, doing stuff like that. But it kind of dropped the ball. And right now, as you can see, only like 2 months since its release, down to 400 players in game. Just not a
You
real...
have an insane IP, by the way. Lord of the Rings is one of the most famous IPs in the world, and you managed to piss it away.
Recipe for
That's
success.
impressive,
I
genuinely.
do feel like they fumbled the ball.
Round of applause.
With this one a little bit. And you can see it actually got off to a pretty impressive start with about 6,000 players. I think that's still underwhelming for...
Yes, for a Lord of the Rings IP release. Yes, very.
IP like this, but it dropped off really quickly and it's pretty much flatlined. I believe on the 15th they had their latest major update and it didn't do anything for them. But
it's flatlining.
Yeah, this
it's
is
over.
Quite the wild ride. I wonder if we're gonna get more of these screenshots from these presentations. They gotta be pretty good, right? This is apparently only a small snippet, and if other people got them out there, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, that's gonna do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Love it. Love to see it. They're gonna just hide in their little hole in a second, though. As soon as you call them out. So we learned that they unironically watch Rev and other people that criticize them directly on YouTube. They're probably just gonna tuck their tails between their legs and run away.